Okay, hello everyone. I was going to FC 2112 150 as the final song to weed, but after looking at the ending, that's not gonna happen. So yeah, there are a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 UnFCed Rock Band 3 songs, Rock Band 3 DLC songs at 150% speed. So the first one is 2112, and although you might think it's just length, I'm not going to play a full run of the song. The thing with this is, as I've just learned, is the very end. Now there's some tricky solos before this, but this is where the money is. So yeah, there's some like 21, maybe probably 20. It might be 20.5 or 21, I'm not sure. But this at this speed, the song is as long as Do You Feel Like We Do. So yeah. And a lot harder to get up to this point. So it's probably, it's not the hardest left by any stretch of the imagination, but it does suck, and you know, if you have a rake, I guess it'd be easier, but it's pretty stupid that that's right at the end of the song at 150, and I'm surprised that Pascal did this, the one with the Dream grand finale at 150. Does that have the same BRE, I wonder? Yeah. But anyway, that's FC'd. The full song isn't FC'd. But yeah, that's the first one, 2112. Probably not a big surprise to anyone. Next one is Caravan. Now this, if you know the chart, you would know why. The solo, the end of the solo specifically, yeah, it's pretty ridiculously fast at, like, overcharted and fast at regular speed. So, yeah, this right here, it's messed up. So, I mean, yeah, it's just, there's notes all over the place. It's basically just fretboard paint. It's just like a painting. It's like not accurate at all. But yeah, that's why that's there. The next one is Child in Time. So not only is it 7 minutes at 150, it also has a really stupid, awkward solo, so this is probably the worst part of it. So then after that, the worst part is probably 1E. This might actually be worse. Yes, that's pretty bad. And the rest of the solo is kind of awkward, but they're the money shots, I guess. But the worst part is this. So yeah, unless you plan on FCing Child in Time 150 on Rock Band 3, this is going to be one of the hardest songs left for sure. It's not like Bodhisattva level, but I mean, you're probably going to have to rake that. Yeah, like, I don't see anyone stumming this after I've seen the solo. This is probably, yeah, one of the hardest left. Like, out of everything. I wouldn't be surprised if that never gets done, to be honest with you, but it's there. So, Child in Time. The next one is quite a way down the list, and it's another obvious one. Operation Ground and Pound, so everyone knows this already. We'll just look at solo 4. Of course, there's no solo 3. Fun fact. Actually, we should probably include the, Right, so it's typical Dragon Force stuff. It's got your fast strumming, of course. But the solo is obviously charted the way it is in Rock Band 3, so the trills are really fast. It's nothing that people can't hit at this point. But, like, it's still really fast. I think this is unforced as well. So that's gonna have to... So you'd have to do it on a forced chart, because there's no way I'd allow this, like, unforced nonsense. So yeah, basically the trills and then solo 4D and bridge and then very chokeable afterwards, like solo 5 is going to be really bad at this speed. What is this forcing? This is awful. And then even after that you have some pretty stupid parts at the end, I'm pretty sure. So it's hard all the way through, it's like a lot harder than the Guitar 3 chart. Sorry, I just wanted to hit that because it looks fun. And can't one-hand that, but yeah, it's a lot harder than GH3, which also isn't UnFCed. So yeah, this one, no surprise, is ridiculously hard. Next one is a bit of a sleeper, but you probably haven't heard of this song, Beetle. And the only reason for this, if you have a rig, you can do this song. But this is normally strum lanes at the end of this song. So yeah, we have like 28, 30, yeah, probably about 28 notes per second strumming, maybe a bit faster, I'm not sure. But yeah, if you can rake, you can clear that one out for us. Then next one, another obvious one, Pulse of the Maggots. So, Randy said he thinks it could be done. Looking at this, I'm not sure if I agree. But I don't know. I guess it's Clone Hero, but like some of this stuff is so awkward. Like the end of the solo here, and then obviously the outro solo. That seems possible, but like it would be one of the best UnFCeds ever done. No questions asked. So yeah, that one sucks. Next one, Raining Blood. Now this is not the same reason as... This isn't hard for the same reasons as like Guitar 3. This one's another one where you pretty much you'll need a rig. Or maybe you won't need it, but you'd need to be like a really good standard strummer. Because it just gets faster. So I'm not sure how fast that gets, but it looks like 23 to 24. Maybe it's a bit slow, but even if it's 22, it's still a very long time. I'd be strumming 22 into the F4, so that's Raining Blood. Next one, maybe the easiest one left. Rebel Love Song, just the solo really. I've hit it before. So yeah, it kind of sucks. It's mostly just this middle part that's hard. Because it's not like straight strumming or anything, it's just all over the place. Just type on. So yeah, I can hit it, but I don't want to grind this song. It's probably the easiest one left, if I had to guess. Scream Empire! Now this one is hard for the same reasons any Scream Empire chart is hard. We got press drumming in the intro. So yeah, that unforced, and then the choruses, which are pretty hard. That's actually a bit harder than it would be normally, because in a lot of other, in like pretty much the in the world tour and modern hits chart, they have gaps in the strumming. In this this bit here where it's all yellows, there was gaps in the strumming where there isn't here, so it's straight strumming. So that's actually a bit easier than it normally would be. So yeah, that's not as bad as it could be, and so it's I don't know how chokeable it is. I'm not waiting that long. But obviously the money is the solo. Obviously you can moose it on this game. And for that reason it's not that hard. It's one of the easier ones left. But like, yeah. Because the choruses are charted, like, quite nicely, this is not so bad. I could probably technically do it, but I don't want to, and I think I've done enough. Me and Pascal have done way more than enough. So you guys can have that one. Seasons in the Abyss, really hard. Just the solo. Yeah, just these random strumming bits that you can hardly even detect. And then this bit. And then fast strumming. And then this just kind of a mess at the end. Yeah, pretty hard. You could maybe fluke your way through that. I have a hard time believing that you could fluke the entire thing without knowing it, but you could probably like learn half of it and fluke the rest. Next one is also by Slayer, so the entire Slayer pack is still UnFCed. South of Heaven is pretty much the same reason as Seasons in the Abyss. I don't know if this is even easier. I feel like it might be harder than Seasons in the Abyss. Not because of this, but this part is... That's probably worse than anything in Seasons in the Abyss. And then the solo at the end is really bad as well. Yeah, there's just like notes in between the doublets that screw it up, and then this is pretty horrible. So yeah, 2 solos, both of them pretty hard. That's South of Heaven, and then the obvious next one is Through the Fire and Flames. You know, we've still got the Smash Hits version left as well. Who's to say whether this one is actually harder than Smash Hits? I think it probably is, for a couple of reasons. So you have the bit before here. Pre-chorus 2B is going to be a big issue now. Yeah, lovely transition there. And okay, right, there's a few sections. This is going to be a mess. I guess that's not so bad, you can moose your way through that, but there is a random strum in the middle of that. And then you got the solo. Like, how are you going to hit that? You have to one-hand it, and then timing the strum is going to be strict. Yep, pretty bad. And then I guess this is going to be pretty quick at the ending as well. No, I mean, not to mention this is unforced, so you're either going to have to be a ridiculously good standard strummer or break through it. that if you can hit the rest, the outro isn't going to be so bad, but it's going to be such a huge choke spot, and obviously the entire song is hard. So yeah, TDFF. Would it be easy to no gap? Maybe. I don't know. I honestly can't. I couldn't tell you which one's harder. And then the last one, I'm going to mute the desktop just so it doesn't get blocked. Voodoo Child, really hard. I mean, we can pick almost any section in the solo. I mean, there he goes. And basically some rigs from in here. I guess probably the worst part is going to be this 1F to 1G, but it's hard before this. So that stuff normally learned, at least the second part is. And then like pretty much the whole song you got to be paying attention for, but like this is the standout hard parts, right? I guess that's not so bad because there aren't any lanes now, but the very end of this solo is going to be hard. So yeah, pretty quick right at the end. I guess I'll show off solo 1A because the solo 2 probably ain't going to be that bad. So that's pretty missable already. So yeah, stupidly enough, this song is basically going to come down to like strumming more than anything else, which is probably what you wouldn't expect, but yeah, it is easier than some of the other songs, but it's still hard. All the songs left are hard. As I said, the easiest ones left, probably Beetle if you have a rig, that's free, basically. Scream Empire, because it's mooseable. Rebel Love Song. I mean, these are big songs to FC, right? And these are the easiest ones left. So I think we've done a good job of weeding out all the easy stuff this time. And 2112 is one of the easier ones. It's just so chokeable. But yeah, that's the 13 songs left. So yeah, get cracking.